Only source for closed-captioned local news, KAPP 35.
Good evening. You're watching Northwest Now. I'm Kevin Shaub.
And I'm Tyffani Peters. Thanks for joining us. Coming up, investigators in Spokane are continuing to investigate a house fire that has left one person dead in Spokane.
Governor Lowry has pitched his idea on a new stadium package.
And Senator Packwood looks back at his past as he steps down from politics. And Mr. Movie gives us a review of one of the most controversial films of the year.
Right now, here's your first look at local news.
Good evening, I'm Renee McCullough. In local news tonight, the man accused of kidnapping his daughter from her school and bringing her to Ellensburg is back in Illinois. 34-year-old John Morrow will face kidnapping charges. He allegedly took his daughter from her school at gunpoint in August. Kittitas County prosecutors are letting Illinois authorities charge Morrow before they decide whether to charge him with child rape charges. Prosecutors say they have reason to believe Morrow sexually molested his daughter in an Ellensburg motel. If convicted on kidnapping charges, Morrow could face 4 to 15 years in prison. DOE officials have confirmed the chemicals they found at the old Pacific Aquatech site in Toppenish are hazardous. Spill response teams spent the day today testing the chemicals. When officials went to the site earlier this month, they found caustics like petroleum, solvents, and asbestos. DOE Unit Manager Tony Valero says the site is still not safe, and it could be years before the site is completely cleaned up.
We're looking at the removal effort right now. As far as cleanup goes, that's a different issue. That can conceivably be years. But one of the focuses is that there will be no immediate threat posed to public health.
Valero says the dangerous chemicals should be cleaned up in a couple of weeks. Teams should finish up testing in the early part of next week. Well, with winter coming up, you'll want to make sure carbon monoxide levels in your home aren't too high. The National Consumers League warns that carbon monoxide is the leading cause of poisoning death in the United States. About 500 people die each year, while another 5,000 become so ill that they need hospital attention. One way to prevent poisoning is a carbon monoxide detector, available at most department stores. Yakima County Environmental Health Specialist Ted Silvestri says people need to be aware of the colorless, odorless gas.
Carbon monoxide comes from any time you burn anything, from furnaces, fireplaces, catalytic heaters, space heaters that burn kerosene are a good source of carbon monoxide.
Some of the symptoms you may experience: headaches, dizziness, blurred vision, nausea, or a pounding heart rate. Silvestri says purchasing a carbon monoxide detector is a good way to ensure your family's safety. Some Japanese students are learning the American way of life. They're learning how to ride a bike. It's easy for foreign students to make mistakes that could lead to accidents, since they have very different driving rules. So to prevent problems, Ellensburg police are teaching Tokyo students the rules of the road when you're riding a bike. The basics like signaling and who has the right-of-way. The students say they appreciate the lessons.
Then I can go.
Oh, that's very good. I have to learn how to ride the bike.
Organizers from Central Washington University hope the lessons will prevent any serious accidents. And if you're a bike rider, you may want to head out to the fair and check out the Washington State Patrol booth. They're giving out free bikes this week to little kids. At the end of each day of the fair, the State Patrol has been drawing the name of one lucky kid. Each of the winners will receive a brand new mountain bike. The only criteria is that you must be under the age of 14. The winners will pick up their bikes on Saturday. The State Patrol says this is a good opportunity to show kids the State Patrol is a place they can look up to when they need help.
We try to encourage kids that we are their friends, and if they need help, they can come to us. And a lot of the younger kids are somewhat timid of police officers sometimes, and we kind of want to change that image.
All the bikes were donated to the State Patrol from local businesses. Well, that's it for local news, but be sure to join us at 5:30. We'll go down to the Central Washington State Fairgrounds, where Dana Cowley, Bill Steckus, and Julia Sandstrom are standing by with all your news, sports, and weather. Back now to Northwest Now after a look at your first forecast.
This is Northwest Now at 5, your total news coverage from KAPP 35.